everyone. I'm Jan Angel, your 26th District State Representative. Thank you for joining me on Legislative Update. The deadline for moving House bills out of the House of Representatives was Monday, March 7th. A total of 351 bills were passed out of the House before the deadline. Of these bills, 280 were sponsored by Democrats and 71 Republican-sponsored bills were passed by the House. We moved forward and covered a wide array of legislation, including House Bill 1516, which is a first step toward ferry management reform.
Going line by line, trying to do the very best we can to get our ferries back on track. They're very important to our community. They're very important to the freight mobility and the economic vitality of our area and of this state. This is a good start. We ask for a yes vote.
Among the components of this bill, it would require Washington State ferries to meet clear performance levels and expectations. If those expectations are not met or exceeded, the bill outlines the process to contract out the management functions of the ferry service to the private sector. Hopefully, this bill provides good incentives to ensure that Washington Ferries management is performing at the highest level possible. That measure passed the House 91-7, and I voted yes. We also took action to improve accountability of toll rates on the Tacoma Narrows Bridge. As you might know, the Citizens Advisory Council of Gig Harbor and Port Orchard have been frustrated because they have not been able to get the data required and needed to make toll recommendations to our State Transportation Commission. Senate Bill 5700 requires the Transportation Commission to provide a detailed report and justification for when a toll is increased or decreased on both the Tacoma Narrows and the 520 bridges. I worked to amend this bill to ensure this report is provided. The measure doesn't change the photo tolling, which I opposed, but it does provide greater transparency, and that I do support. The measure passed the House 73-25, and I voted yes. We also voted to approve House Bill 1700. This is a measure that requires the Department of Transportation to consult with local jurisdiction when constructing or reconstructing streets that are both state highways and main streets.
As a county commissioner, I worked very often in trying to have that communication between our state and our counties. And I know we had some roads that we didn't even have shoulders on, that we were trying to get at least a walkway for pedestrians so that they wouldn't end up jumping in a ditch, which they often did. So I think that this bill brings attention to the fact that they need to communicate this.
Speaking of communication, I would like to invite you to join me in a teletown hall. Our meeting will be Wednesday, March 23rd, beginning at 6:30 p.m. The program is kind of like a radio call-in talk show. Your neighbors from all over the 26th District will be on the line, and we'll talk about issues you care about, and I'll be taking your questions. If you would like to join me in our community conversation, the details of the event are on my website. So you can go there, get the telephone number, and other information. You'll see the address right here on your screen. Thank you again for joining me on Legislative Update, and until next week, I'm your State Representative, Jan Angel.